Hello everyone and welcome back to Financial Impulse. So a quick update for all of you. Today I have released the first video for the exclusive members of Financial Impulse community, where I have taught how we can properly analyze a stock and what are the important ratios and numbers that we need to look for in order to track a stock which is about to give a breakout and which can multiply our wealth multiple times. And I'm going to show you how you can avoid the traditional knowledge of using fixed number analysis, like let's say return on assets should be 15%, return on equity should be 15%, and all of that stuff, because those criteria are good but they are never going to give you the super performance stocks. They will only give mediocre results, which you can also achieve using mutual funds. I am going to teach you how you can use the most important criteria for filtering out stocks. So this was the part 1 of fundamental analysis. The next parts are on their way, so stay tuned, they will be coming very soon. Now coming to today's topic. So today I am going to do the analysis of Pricol. So this is a small cap company from automobile sector, and this has given 1400% return in last 4 years, after the lowest point from COVID crash to the highest point till today. So the question is, after giving such a huge rally, does it have any more potential left for us to invest in? Let's find out in this video, where I will do the complete analysis of Pricol, from the fundamental analysis to the price action analysis, and by the end of this video you will get to know if you can invest in this stock or not. So let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video of Financial Impulse. So this is Pricol's screener page, and first of all let me just give you a small highlight about its business. Okay, you can see Pricol Limited is engaged in business of manufacturing and selling instrument clusters and other allied automobile components to OEMs and replacement markets. Okay, so this is the basic idea that Pricol actually works on. I will share this link, you can go through it and get to know all about its business and services. Right now, quickly coming to the peer comparison to check the fundamental status of this stock. Okay, so we can see that the current market price is 349 with a market cap of slightly under 5,000 crores. So it's a small cap company. It has a good reserves of 755 crore and a small debt of 88.42 crores. That's why the debt to equity ratio is very good at 0.12. Okay, so last 3 years sales growth average has been 16.48%, which is decent. Profit growth 47% and earning per share growth 47%. Okay, 3 years average. So these are good numbers, I would say. Okay, now coming to the next criteria, that is the return on asset and return on capital employed. So return on asset is 5.77, which is an average number, and return on capital employed is 16.70. This is a good number. Interest coverage ratio stands at 9.92 and current ratio at 1.31. Well, interest coverage ratio is good, I would say, but current ratio is slightly on the lower side, because 1.5 is ideally what we should always look for. Now operating profit margin is 11.77 and promoter holding is 38.51%. So although the promoter holding is not above 50%, but still we can consider it, unless we see a major drop in promoter holding in last few quarters. If that has not happened, then it is fine. Okay, now coming to Altman Z score, it is 7.93. So 7.93 is a decent number. It's not a very good number, but it's a decent number, I would say. So the overall financial status of Pricol is looking stable. Okay, no major red flags. In fact, the debt has been low and the growth has been good. So that's why we can call it the Pricol fundamentals are strong. Okay, now let's take a look at the year on year profit and loss statement. Okay, we are going to consider the last 3 years performance. So the sales in 2022 was 1545, which increased to 1959 in 2023. Then again it increased further to 2211. So clear growth in sales that we are getting to see. Operating profit growth 183 crores to 229 crores, then 260 crores. So here also we are getting to see good growth. Or operating profit margin 12%, 12%, 12%. Okay, so this has been very stable, so it's a good thing. It has been able to maintain 12% operating profit margin throughout these years. It did not drop. Okay, so it's a good thing. Now earning per share 4.19 to 10.23, then 10.57. So here also we are getting to see good growth. So overall, the company is actually growing. The growth story of this company is looking strong. That is what we can conclude from now. Now let's take a look at the shareholding pattern to see what are the changes that have occurred in last few quarters. Okay, so you can see in March 2021 the promoters were holding 36.53% and now they are holding 38.51%. So almost 2% increase in stake by the promoter. So this is a very good news for the company. Now FI is holding, it has dropped slightly from 10.52% to 6.50%, but we are comparing it from March 2021 to December 2023. Remember that we'll compare with the previous quarter very soon right now. Okay, now DI is holding has gone up from 0.22% to 6.92%, so almost 7%. So there is a huge increase in DI is holding, which is a very good news for the company. Now if we compare it with the last 3 quarters, okay, then we are getting to see something very interesting. You see the promoter holding has been stable at 38.51%, but the FIs have continuously increased their stake in the last 3 quarters from 2.89% to 3.96%, then even further to 6.50% in last quarter. So that is more than 2.5% increase in last quarter itself. So that's a very good thing for the company. Coming to DI's holding, it was 5.58% in June 2023. So then it went up to 5.59%, small increase, then 6.92% in the last quarter. Okay, so more than 1% increase, 1.5% almost we can say. So to conclude, we are getting to see sudden increase in stake by both FIs and DIs, 2.5% by FIs and almost 1.5% by DIs. So this is clearly a good news, and all these things happened while the promoter holding has been stable. It did not decrease. So that's a good news, and you can see the result of that being the public holding has decreased. So which is obviously a good thing. So the overall outlook of Pricol is such that it's a fundamentally strong company and the profit and loss statement is looking very healthy. It has been growing and the shareholding pattern is clearly telling that this stock is really promising for the future, and the promoters and smart money are actually increasing their stake in this company. So obviously it's a good thing, and by fundamental analysis itself it can definitely be considered for investment, right? But we are smart investors, we are going to check the price action as well in order to time our entry properly. But before going to the price action, I request all of you to please hit the like button and subscribe to Financial Impulse if you have not done already. Now let's go to the price action. So this is Pricol in weekly time frame, and let me show you first its big rally from this point. Okay, March 2022, the highest point here. You can see 1496, almost 1500% return in 1421 days. So almost you can say 4 years. So that's a big move. Now the question is, if it has given such a huge return in this period of time, can it still be considered for investment or not? In order to answer that question, we have to check. We have already checked where the price is coming from. Now we have to check where the price is at right now, and if this is a crucial point for entry or not. So the current price is 351, and you can see it is kind of starting to show little bit of support, but it is too early to confirm that if it is going to stay here or go down even further. So in order to do a better analysis, we have to check where exactly it is aligning. So I will do the first check, that is the 200 days moving average or the 40 weeks moving average. So let me directly go to the daily time frame and use the 200 days moving average, 200 days EMA, and as soon as I enable it, you can clearly see how this stock has been resting on the 200 days moving average as of now. Okay, which is ideally the best point to make an entry is in a stock which is actually growing, because you might not get stocks at this discounted price ever again, at least for in near future. Okay, because it will definitely give a big rally after that. And you can see it has used this 200 days moving average as support multiple times. Okay, here once, here once. Okay, and let's measure these rallies. Okay, so this was a short one, so we'll measure from here. This is 45% in 42 days. Okay, now coming to this one, so this is 105% in 214 days. So almost in 6 to 7 months it has given 100%, so doubled. Now it is coming back again. Now the question is, although it is at the best possible price for entry, can we consider it for investment? So I would say we should only make an entry when we are getting a confirmation and we are getting to see that the stock is actually starting to change its way in the upward direction from here. So how we are going to know that? We have to track using the 50 days EMA. So now you see that although the stock is resting at 200 days EMA, but it is still below 50 days EMA, which defines the short term trend. Okay, 200 days defines the long term trend. Yes, in the long term trend it is in uptrend, no doubt, but in short term trend it is in downtrend. And once a stock is down, we do not know where it is going to stop. Let's say the small cap market continues crashing as we have seen in last 1 to 2 weeks, then chances are the price could go below this 310 level, 300 level. Okay, it can go, and then we have to again wait for it to recover if you make an investment early. So we do not want that. We only want to make an investment when we get to see that this 50 days moving average has started turning upwards and the stock price is actually starting to stay above it. Okay, so this is where we want to make an entry. Okay, so from the current information we do not know how low the stock is going to hit, but we know that the short term resistance here is this one, 360. So now we have to wait for the stock to actually break this level. Okay, 360 level, assuming that it is not going down even further. Okay, if it goes down, I will definitely make one update video. Okay, for now we are clearly getting to see this is the resistance, so we have to wait for the stock to actually come up above these levels, give a breakout from here with good volume. Okay, and the moving average should also have started supporting it. Then only we can define that yes, it is about to start an uptrend. And we can also use the momentum indicators in order to check if it has started an uptrend or not. So especially the RSI, once the RSI goes above 60, okay, once it crosses above 50, tries to stay above 50 and goes above 60, then we will be sure that the uptrend has started, and by that time you will get to see that the price action has also started turning upwards like this, and moving average would also have started turning upward. So from now, from the present scenario, I can see that 360 level is a good price for entry only after the base is properly formed. I know the current price is 352. You might be saying 360 is just nearby. Why should we not make an entry right now? No, because the base is not yet formed. Okay, it could go down, it could go up. We do not know. We need a proper base to be formed because we do not want to get stuck in a share for long time with 0% return or negative return. We do not want that. Okay, so we want a confirmed entry. So if you want to make an early entry, then you can, but make sure to only invest limited amount buy limited quantities. Let's say 30% of the amount that you are targeting to buy, you can buy now, but I will still not recommend it because the breakout price is 360. Okay, the price which we are tracking, and currently it is 352. So you are not getting it at a huge discount. It's almost the same, so it is not going to make any difference. So better be vigilant about the stock, keep this in your watch list, and only make an entry after it confirms the breakout. And definitely once it gives a proper breakout, I will make another video on this one, like I always do for most of the stocks that I have covered in this channel which have turned into multi-baggers. Okay, so that is all about Pricol, just giving you the highlight. It is fundamentally strong, and 360 is the level which we have to keep track of. Once this is broken, okay, then only we will see that the base is properly formed or not, and then we will consider if you can make an entry or not. But for now, just keep it in your watch list, right? So I hope this video was informative and helpful. Please hit the like button and subscribe to Financial Impulse if you have not done already. And if you are already a subscriber, consider joining the Financial Impulse community, where you will get to see more stock analysis and tutorials on how to analyze stocks fundamentally and technically as well. I'll meet you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye. Take care.